When it comes to speed and power, Japanese muscle cars pack a punch like no other. These incredible machines combine elegant designs with jaw-dropping performance, turning heads and dominating the roads with their sheer presence. Number 12. 1971 Mitsubishi Galant GTO. The Mitsubishi Galant GTO is proof that when speed and style collide, legends are born. Released in 1971, this stylish two-door coupe could accelerate from 0 to 60 mph in 9 seconds, a figure that turned heads in the early 70s. With a top speed of 120 mph and an impressive fuel efficiency of 30 miles per gallon, the Galant GTO was not only quick, but it was ahead of its time. But it didn't just perform well. It looked the part, too. Mitsubishi drew inspiration from American muscle icons like the Ford Mustang and Pontiac Firebird, giving the GTO a bold, aggressive design. Its long hood, sharp ducktail rear, and rounded quad headlights were unmistakably muscle car inspired. It even featured a pillarless design with frameless windows, adding a touch of elegance to its muscular vibe. Let's take a quick look at its origin. The Galant GTO first appeared as the Galant GTX1 show car at the Tokyo Motor Show in 1969, where it made quite an impression. By November 1970, it hit the market as the flagship coupe of Mitsubishi's Colt Galant sedan lineup. With its 5-speed manual transmission and rear-wheel drive, the GTO promised an engaging driving experience, and it delivered. Mitsubishi had big plans for the car in motorsports, aiming to showcase its performance in Japan's JCCA Grand Prix circuit. However, the oil crisis of 1973 brought an end to Grand Prix racing, but the Galant GTO was not finished. It became a regular contender in rallying, particularly in the Japanese Alpine Rally, where it demonstrated its capability on tough terrains. The 1971 Mitsubishi Galant GTO wasn't just a fast car, it was a testament to Japanese engineering, blending speed, style, and ambition into a timeless classic. Number 11. 1975. Toyota Celica GT speed lovers might not immediately think of the 1975 Toyota Celica GT when discussing fast cars, but this classic is a surprising contender. Originally, its performance numbers were modest, 0 to 60 mph in 12.5 seconds, and a top speed of 114 mph, courtesy of a 134 cubic inch single overhead cam inline-4 engine producing 96 horsepower and 129 lb-ft of torque. However, what truly sets the Celica apart is its incredible tuning potential. The story of the Celica's transformation began over 13 years ago, when Kong View and his cousins decided to take on a neglected Celica GT. What they saw wasn't just a car, it was a project with endless possibilities. The Celica's transformation began with a complete teardown to address decades of wear. Afterward, it received a sleek coat of gunmetal paint, borrowed from a 2006 Corvette, which gave it a fresh, modern look. Nostalgic touches, like tail lights from a 1971 model and retro-styled SSR Longchamp wheels, tied it to its roots. The real magic came later when they installed a fourth-generation Toyota 3S GTE engine, which included a turbocharged T3, T4 turbocharger, custom exhaust intake manifolds, an Infiniti Q45 throttle body, and a H-Tech E8 manager system. This swap pushed the Celica far beyond its original limits. Handling improvements followed suit, with custom rear coilovers, a 4-link bar setup, and TE3 camber plates. Willwood brakes with a custom rear disc conversion provided the stopping power needed for its newfound speed. From a humble classic to a high-performance restomod, the Celica GT proved that even an unassuming car could become a thrilling speed machine with the right vision and dedication. Number 10. 1972 Mazda Savannah RX3. The 1972 Mazda Savannah RX3. Coupe is a pocket-sized powerhouse that defined fast cars in its time. With a top speed of 112 mph and 110 horsepower, it was a small but mighty contender. Its heart was the revolutionary 61 cubic inch 10A Wankel rotary engine, a marvel of engineering that provided performance and efficiency few could rival. Paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, the RX3 delivered a thrilling drive, whether on the streets or the track. Mazda's decision to use rotary engines wasn't just about innovation. It was a clever move to work around Japanese tax regulations that favored smaller engine sizes. The RX3 played a key role in popularizing this engine type, acting as a worthy successor to the RX2. Mazda offered the RX3 in several body styles, including coupe, sedan, and station wagon, ensuring it appealed to young speed enthusiasts and small families seeking a sporty ride. The RX3's design drew inspiration from both American and European influences. The front featured dual round headlights, flanked by a compact grille reminiscent of the 1964 Mustang. The sloped rear window and dual taillights gave the RX3 a distinctive sporty look. Inside, it was a blend of style and practicality, with vinyl-covered seats featuring embossed pleats and a badge in the center of the 3-spoke steering wheel, showcasing the triangular shape of the Wankel rotary engine piston. Though smaller than most muscle cars of its era, the RX3 had an unmistakable presence. It featured a live rear axle with leaf springs. Though not ideal for sharp handling, it still offered reliable stopping power with front disc brakes and rear drums. The 1972 Mazda Savannah RX3 was fast, stylish, and full of character. It was a car that you could race on the weekends and enjoy every other day of the week. Number 9. 1968. Isuzu 117. When the 1968 Isuzu 117 Coupe hit the scene, it brought an unexpected mix of speed and sophistication. Powered by a double overhead cam 98 cubic inch inline 4-cylinder engine, it delivered 118 horsepower and a top speed of 120 mph. Paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, this coupe wasn't just stylish, it had the performance to match, making it a standout in its time. Isuzu wasn't known for sporty cars back then. The company had built its reputation on trucks and commercial vehicles. However, after World War II, their ambitions grew. Enter Guito Huaro, a young designer from Guara Studio who had worked on icons like the Ferrari 250 and the Alfa Romeo Giulia. His European-inspired design gave the 117 Coupe a sleek and timeless look, making it as much a head-turner as it was a road performer. The front end boasted 4 round headlights framed by chrome trim and connected by a thin horizontal grille. Chrome bumpers and neat parking lights added a touch of elegance. Like many Japanese cars of the era, the 117 featured fender-mounted mirrors, a functional nod to safety standards. Inside, the cabin was crafted with drivers in mind, featuring a 3-spoke steering wheel, large speedometer, and tachometer dials, with additional gauges for oil pressure, fuel, and temperature neatly arranged. While Isuzu initially focused only on the Japanese market, the 117 Coupe stood out as a halo car. Its combination of European design, spirited performance, and upscale features made it a unique addition to the world of fast cars. It may not have been a supercar, but it was a true gem on the road for its time. Number 8. 1973 Datsun Bluebird SSS. The 1973 Datsun Bluebird SSS Coupe, known as the 610 in the United States, packed a serious punch for its time. With a lively 98 cubic inch single overhead cam inline 4-cylinder engine producing 123 horsepower, it could go from 0 to 60 mph in just 10.2 seconds and zip through the quarter mile in just 9.5 seconds. That's quicker than a Chevrolet Camaro LT of the same era, making this angry bird faster and more efficient. Born from the success of the Datsun 510, the Bluebird SSS Coupe was designed to carry forward the legacy of speed and agility. Inspired by European sedans like the BMW 2002 and Fiat 131, the Bluebird blended sleek styling with impressive engineering. It featured rear-wheel drive, a 4-wheel independent suspension, and an overhead camshaft engine, making it a nimble and responsive ride. Datsun offered the Bluebird in various body styles, including a two-door coupe, a four-door sedan, and a station wagon. However, the SSS Coupe's sportier trim and performance-focused upgrades stood out. Twin Hitachi side-draft carburetors gave the engine a robust character, while upgraded interior features added a touch of sophistication to the driving experience. The Bluebird's quick acceleration and success in rallying events like the East African Safari Rally cemented its reputation as a performance powerhouse. Even years after production ended, the Bluebird remains beloved by enthusiasts worldwide. Its affordability, interchangeable parts, and mechanical simplicity make it a favorite for vintage racing and restoration. The 1973 Datsun Bluebird SSS Coupe wasn't just fast for its time. It's a timeless icon of speed and style, proving that great cars leave lasting legacies. Number 7. 1974 Toyota Corolla SR5. The 1974 Toyota Corolla SR5 was a pocket rocket that wasn't afraid to show off its speed. With a 73 cubic inch inline four-engine producing 115 horsepower, it could go from 0 to 60 mph in just 16.4 seconds, hitting a top speed of 94 mph. These numbers might not seem groundbreaking by today's standards, but back then, this lightweight coupe was one of the fastest cars in its class, winning the hearts of tuners and enthusiasts alike. The SR5 was a rear-wheel drive car, making it a joy to drive. The power was delivered smoothly through a 5-speed manual gearbox, and the Corolla was known for being easy to handle, making it a perfect option for casual drivers and those looking for something sportier. The torque of 75 lb-ft at 4,600 revolutions per minute gave it a satisfying punch, even when you weren't pushing it to the limit. Despite its performance, the Corolla SR5 had a clean, understated look. It kept things subtle, unlike many cars that go overboard with flashy modifications. There were a few updates like the JDM front valance, hella lighting, and smaller chrome bumpers, but overall, the body remained untouched. The British racing green paint job was carefully applied, highlighting the car's smooth curves without overdoing it. Inside, the cabin had a sleek, stealthy feel, with JDM-inspired pieces like the dash kit and TRD seats. The SR5 was the last of the lightweight Corollas, making it unique. It was the perfect combination of speed, style, and handling, and even today, it remains a favorite among car enthusiasts who appreciate the thrill of driving a true classic. Number 6. 1990 Nissan 300ZX VR4. When the 1990 Nissan 300ZX VR4 hit the showrooms, it was a game-changer. This car was built for speed, offering a thrilling experience with a twin-turbocharged 183 cubic inch V6 engine that generated 300 horsepower. The 300ZX could go from 0 to 60 mph in around 6 seconds and cover the quarter mile in just 15 seconds at 93 mph. That's impressive for a car weighing 3,241 lbs, and it still holds up as one of the fastest sports cars of its time. Nissan wasn't just about speed. They focused on refining the driving experience. The 300ZX came with a 5-speed manual transmission, a 4-speed automatic, and a viscous limited-slip differential that helped the power reach the rear wheels smoothly. This car wasn't just quick in a straight line, it handled well too thanks to an advanced suspension system. The front had unequal length control arms, while the rear featured a 4-element multi-link design, all working together to give a comfortable yet responsive ride. This setup allowed the 300ZX to glide smoothly through corners with predictable handling even at high speeds. Stopping power was just as impressive, with 4-wheel vented disc brakes and 4-piston calipers at the front, ensuring you could quickly bring this car to a stop without any signs of fade. Inside, the car offered a smooth, satisfying drive with a variable assist electronic power steering system that made turning effortless. Every shift of the stubby 5-speed shifter and every engine roar reminded you of how special this car was. The 1990 Nissan 300ZX VR4 was not just fast, it was an experience. Its perfect blend of power, handling, and comfort made it a standout among fast cars. Number 5. 1970 Datsun 240Z. The 1970 Datsun 240Z quickly earned its place as one of the most iconic and fastest cars of the 1970s. With its sleek design and agile performance, this car was made for speed. Powered by a 146 cubic inch inline-six engine producing 175 horsepower, the 240Z could accelerate from 0 to 60 mph in just 8 seconds and cover a quarter mile in 17.5 seconds. The car could also reach a top speed of 120 mph, impressive numbers for a car built in that era. But it wasn't just about raw power. The 240Z came with a fully independent suspension system that provided excellent handling and stability, making it a joy to drive. It had a McPherson strut setup at the front and rear, giving it a balanced ride. The car was smooth and responsive on the road, though it did have a few quirks on the test track. For example, it handled corners well when turning left, but it would understeer a bit when turning right, likely due to an issue with one of the car's springs. Furthermore, the Datsun 240Z wasn't perfect. The throttle system, designed to meet emission standards, could make it harder to shift smoothly or respond well at low speeds. Still, these minor setbacks didn't take away from the fact that the 240Z was a fast and enjoyable car. It dominated the SCCA production category throughout the decade, proving its racing pedigree. With its speed, design, and performance, the 1970 Datsun 240Z left a lasting legacy in fast cars. It wasn't just a sports car, it was a symbol of the 70s speed revolution. Number 4. 1994 Toyota Celica ST205. The Toyota Celica ST205 is a true powerhouse that left its mark in fast cars. This turbocharged beauty was built for speed, boasting a 146 cubic inch inline-4 engine that cranked out 254 horsepower. With all-wheel drive and a 5-speed gearbox, the Celica could accelerate from 0 to 60 mph in just 5.9 seconds and reach a top speed of 153 mph. This car wasn't just fast, it was a race car for the road. In addition to its speed, the Celica's turbocharged engine delivered excellent mid-range power. Thanks to high-low catalytic converters, the turbo spooled up quickly, giving it a deep and satisfying engine growl. The all-wheel drive system ensured that no matter how much power was underfoot, the car remained glued to the road. The quick-shifting 5-speed transmission, especially with an aftermarket short-throw shifter, made every gear change feel precise and direct, like a bolt-action rifle in your hand. But the Celica wasn't just about speed and power. With its sleek, swooping design and gold speedline wheels, it turned heads wherever it went. The cabin was surprisingly spacious for a coupe and featured a rare confetti seat for the driver, offering support during those sharp turns. Even the back seats had been made more helpful, with folding options for extra cargo space. The Celica ST205's legacy isn't just about the numbers. Its racing pedigree shines through, especially with its success in the World Rally Championship, where it won the 1995 Rally Catalunya. The Celica ST205 wasn't just a fast car, it was a legend combining speed, reliability, and a dash of style. Number 3. 1973 Nissan Skyline 2000 GT-R. The 1973 Nissan Skyline 2000 GT-R is often considered the granddaddy of all Skyline GT-Rs, and for good reason. With a 146 cubic inch inline-six engine producing 160 horsepower, this car wasn't just about looks, it was about speed. It could go from 0 to 60 mph in just 8.4 seconds, which was impressive for its time, and its top speed was 124 mph. It truly defined Japanese muscle with a fastback design and pitch-black wheels that gave it a sleek and powerful look. This rare masterpiece is often called the Phantom by Nissan, as only 200 units were produced, making it an incredibly elusive car. If you're lucky enough to see one, snap a picture. It might be your only chance. Despite its brief production run, the Skyline GT-R set the stage for future performance models, blending power with style in a way few cars of the era could match. The car featured a 5-speed manual transmission that connected the engine's power to the road, delivering a driving experience that was both thrilling and responsive. With 131 lb-ft of torque, the Skyline had enough grunt to handle Japan's twisty back roads easily. Though the production was short-lived due to strict emission controls, those fortunate enough to own one of these rarities could enjoy the road with the smooth, effortless power of the inline-six engine. The 1973 Nissan Skyline 2000 GT-R may have been a fleeting moment in automotive history, but it left an indelible mark, proving that sometimes the fastest cars come in the most unexpected packages. Number 2. 1991 Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4. The 1991 Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4 was a serious performer in the race for speed and power. With a turbocharged 300 horsepower, 183 cubic inch V6 engine and an impressive 306 lb-ft of torque, it was clear that this car was built to perform. The 3000 GT VR4 could accelerate from 0 to 60 mph in just 4.8 seconds, putting it on par with sports cars like the Chevrolet Corvette. Thanks to its all-wheel drive system, it wasn't just fast. It was ready for anything. Mitsubishi didn't stop there. The VR4 wasn't only about power. It was designed as a grand touring car, combining both speed and luxury. It came with plush leather seats and cutting-edge technology features that set it apart from many other performance cars of the time. Despite its weight of 3,737 lbs, the all-wheel drive system allowed it to grip the road and launch quickly. The VR4 didn't just feel fast, it had the performance to back it up. Initially, the car's turbocharged V6 produced 300 horsepower, but later generations saw a boost, reaching 320 horsepower and 315 lb-ft of torque. This made the VR4 even more capable of handling high-speed performance with ease. Although its weight made it slower than some lighter competitors in the long run, it still impressed with a quarter-mile time of 13.6 seconds at 100 mph. The VR4 was not just a car, it was an engineering marvel, combining raw speed with refinement and technology that was well ahead of its time. Number 1. 1967 Toyota 2000 GT. The 1967 Toyota 2000 GT put Japanese muscle on the map when it was first shown at the Tokyo Motor Show in 1965. It immediately grabbed attention with its stylish lines, sleek looks, and impressive performance. Powered by a 146 cubic inch inline-six engine that produced 150 horsepower, the 2000 GT could reach 0 to 60 mph in around 8 seconds and a top speed of 130 mph. But it wasn't just a car. It was a star, making a cameo in the James Bond film You Only Live Twice. The 2000 GT wasn't just about looks, though. It was an actual performance machine developed in collaboration with Yamaha. It featured a DOHC engine design and cutting-edge technology. The car's suspension system used double wishbone components, like those found in race cars, paired with disc brakes on all 4 magnesium wheels, providing outstanding handling and braking. The body was crafted using Yamaha's advanced molding technology, adding to its futuristic appeal. The 2000 GT set 3 world and 13 international records in 1966, proving its power and reliability. Only 337 units were made, making this car incredibly rare and sought after. With its speed, style, and innovation blend, the Toyota 2000 GT is more than just a car. It's a legend in automotive history. This timeless classic made a bold statement for Japanese performance cars, proving that Japan was no longer just catching up to the world, it was leading the charge.